Hello world, so I'm back and I haven't been around for some time and we're just gonna jump right back in with my personal website. So first I need to remember how to actually use this. Nope. Let's actually open it in VS Code. Okay, so we've been working with Next.js for my blog. So let's just do yarn dev and let's see where we are. Okay. Something's loading. I think it's talking to Notion right now. That's why it's loading so slow. All right. Looks like it all loaded all of my posts. That's great. And let's just figure out what was I going to work on next. I think I wanted to open these articles now. So, well, we need to figure out that whole routing thing in Next.js. So let's look at our pages. I set up this ID page that will open a single post by its ID. So I think, well, that's not clickable yet, but I think I should be able to go like localhost/post/123. Perfect. And the post goes here. Let's see the console and we get the post ID. So that's great. Now, so what should we do now? Should we actually load this post and render it? I think so. Okay. Let's just set up my environment a little bit. I'm gonna switch over to dark mode. And I'm gonna bump up this font size a little bit for you so you can see what's going on. All right, so we're gonna start off at my index page. So post slash, what was it called? It was index.tsx. So we had getStaticPaths here, and we've been going, we've been fetching the Notion page with index. So now, actually, before we do that, let's go back to my post list. Here it is. And let's set up this link maybe. So let's make sure that this is a link. Next.js link. Okay, how do we use a link? All right, so let's get a link from next/link. And now, oh, this should be fairly easy. So here in the title, we're just gonna reformat it just a tiny bit. And there's one thing I forgot to do, and that is my tomato. Today, I'm gonna go for a strict 25-minute tomato because I don't have a lot of time tonight. So I'm just gonna go to my preferences and make sure that I get a prompt when it's over. Okay, so here, link. And it should link to something. Oh, it should link to something. Something's really wrong with my computer today. It's slower than usual. I'm just wondering, okay. Looks like it's OBS, so that's a bummer, nothing I can do about that. Anyway, so what should it link to? It should link to /posts/post ID. Wait, was it to? No, it was href. So we'll just start over here. Let's do backtick and do /post/post dot. Is there an ID? Yep, there's post. Hold up, we want to use slug instead. Okay. All right. So let's see if we can link to. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That works pretty well. So first of all, let's just style this just a tiny bit because it doesn't look right. Close that. Let's get some style sheets going here. And let's look for, I don't know, content. Oh, there's H3. Let's get A. Let's do color. Black. All right, that's better. Okay, so this looks how it's supposed to, except this is a link now, and it links to the post identified by the slug. Now, this is going to be a little bit more complicated because if I have a slug I don't know what the post ID is, right? So if I go here to my to a single post, to this one, I get an ID, but what it really is, it's a slug. And I need to translate that slug into an ID. And I'm thinking, in order to do that, I'm gonna have to fetch the index. So let's just get this helper, and let's just add export const fetch Notion index. I'll just call it fetch, and now just fetch Notion block index, and it'll be async with no arguments, and it'll return a promise just like here with block map type. And let's just do, what should it do? It'll basically just call return fetch Notion page, but it will copy index ID into this file, and it'll be called with that. Okay. So also, okay. So maybe both of these lines should be refactored out into that function. So let's just call this fetch Notion index posts, and this will be const page equals, and then we'll do return posts from Notion index, which is a helper where. Here we go. Oh, alright, this is in helpers. Okay, so we'll just import it. Alright, we just import, did we? I'm not sure if we imported that. Let's just copy it from here. Okay. So page, still not working, but I think it's because we have the wrong type here. So what should this type be? It should be an array of post, which comes from lib/types. So we'll do post. Almost. All right, that did it. So fetch Notion index post is the function we can now call to get all index posts. So here we'll just do posts equals that, and we'll delete that. Oh boy, something's wrong. I think we'll just have to use await here. Yep, no. Oh, that's strange. So was it imported? It looks like importing is not working quite right at the moment. So let's just make sure we import this manually. Okay, good. Looks like that resolves all of the problems. So we get all the posts. So let's go back here. Post show. We'll do something very similar, and that will be export const getStaticPaths. Oh, what is this? I think we'll have to do. I think we'll just wait. Hold up a second. Let me just think about this for just a second. Oh my. All right. So in this case, we're fetching every page using fetch Notion page, and then we're iterating through them. And we're adding the content. So almost, but not exactly the same thing. We'll still need interface static props, but we'll just keep it empty for now. And we'll add getStaticPaths that returns getStaticPaths, and here we give it the type that we just defined, which is empty. And so I'm just writing the getStaticPaths function for single post page. That's it. Now this should work. That's strange. I'm thinking we need to do like a promise, maybe. Nope. I don't know what's going on. Interesting. So I'm not sure where is this error coming from. But let's just try doing good old posts here. Yeah, this error is still showing up, so let me just try to debug this. Let me just try to understand this. Where is this coming from? From Next, as it should. Okay. I have no idea what's going on. So strange. It looks just the same as this one, and yet it's giving me this error. Maybe this needs to have something. Nope. Yeah, sometimes you just get stuck on a problem like this and looks like there's no way out. Ah, okay. So you need to return it with like props key. I completely missed that. So if we just get rid of this and we do return props empty dict, that works. Cool. So let's print it out. Actually, let's go here and let's print it out in my rendering function. Not really. It's not gonna make it all the way there. Let's just render it here. Posts in the show page. Okay, very well. So here's the deal. I created a page that takes ID as argument, and I'm trying to use the SSG, which is static site generation, which means I'm trying to generate this page at the build time. But at the build time, this thing has no idea what ID might be. And for that reason, I have to provide it with a getStaticPaths. And I'll just look for it. I haven't used this before, but I understand the principle. So basically, I'm specifying dynamic routes to pre-render based on data. So let's look at it. If page has dynamic routes and uses getStaticProps, it needs to define a list of paths to be rendered at build time. So I'm supposed to export an async function getStaticPaths, and I have to. Okay, so I'm gonna return an array of paths, and each one will have params. All right, so I'm gonna do export const getStaticPaths, and I'll return paths, and it will be each one will have params. In this case, each param will have a slug. For example, something like that. Now, something's wrong. How did I do it? All right, export. Right, export async. Let's just do it our way. And it's going to be an async function. I wonder if we can get a type here. I'm not seeing any type. Let's see if we can start typing the type getStaticPaths. All right, looks like I got the type now. Oh, okay. Fallback is missing. So I think it's expecting some kind of fallback. I'm not sure how that would work. Oh, here we go. Fallback. So for now, I'll just say false. I don't know what it does, but I'll just say false for now. All right, so let me see here. Now I generated an array of possible params. Now this array, it really needs to depend on which slugs are available. So I'm gonna get all the posts and I'm just gonna print them here. And posts are these. Okay. So let me see if we can print that. Ooh. All right. I don't understand this yet. But hey, my print statement is here. Oh, that's why. I used slug. I was supposed to use ID here. So this will be fixed now if I refresh. But I get 404, which is kind of neat. Let me see those posts now. So yeah, here we go. So every post has a slug. That's great. So I can just get all the posts and basically I can take, so here we go. I can say pass, yes, posts, map, post, and we'll just do params where ID is post.slug. All right, what just happened? I was supposed to come up with an array of paths where each item would consist of an object with params key and value being just a combination of params. So I took all my posts and I mapped them and I basically converted each post into a object. Here I'm creating the object, and the object has params key and it has this object value where we just do ID and set it to post slug. So let's get rid of all of that and let's see if I can refresh now. So this works, and if I change it to something else, I get 404. So this might just work. Now, in my getStaticProps, I will still need to find my post. So I'm still gonna fetch this index page. And let's just print out the context now, because the context should contain my slug. So can we print it? Here we go, so easy, great. So let's get const slug equals context params dot ID. This should be a question mark probably, and we'll do undefined here. And next we'll do post equals posts dot find post dot slug equals slug. And we'll do post and we'll print the post. And we should see it here. Looks like that worked. One thing I'm worried about is this was supposed to all run at the build time. So if I rebuild, 10 minutes left. This will be a close one. If I rebuild, should I see all of them being built, or maybe this, okay, so here's the deal. Maybe like the building everything ahead of time doesn't work in development. That's what I'm guessing. Right. Anyway, we got the post. Now there's something we need to do with it. We need to actually, so right now the post has nothing on it. It's just some metadata. It's just title and slug and icon. That's not enough. We need to take this post and we need to load its content. And to do that, we're gonna use fetch Notion page. So we'll do const post page equals fetch Notion page, and we'll give it slug, which is the, no, that's actually not the post ID. But first, there's a possibility that post doesn't exist. So let's just do, for now, we'll just do, if there's a post, we'll do post.id here, otherwise undefined. And then we'll basically say post question mark dot content equals block map from Notion index. Give it post page. What? Oh boy, oh goodness. What is going on here? So we got an array of posts, and okay, I'm not sure what's going on here. So I need to understand this first, because this is a bit more complicated. And I haven't touched this code in 2 weeks, so if this seems complicated now, it would also be a good opportunity to refactor it a little bit. But anyway, we'll get to that. So anyway, here we have posts, and here we have post pages. Okay. Okay. So basically we're taking all the posts, and for each post we're finding the relevant post page, the corresponding post page. But in our case, there's only going to be one post page, so we don't have to do this part. All we have to do is take the post and set content to that, while post ID will be the same thing if there is a post ID. And I'm not sure this notation works. Yeah, but this doesn't work. So let's just do if post and post page. We'll do post.content equals block map from Notion index, post page, and post.id. All right, why are we getting error here? Because it's a promise. So we have to say await. Wow, okay, that did it. All right, so it seems now that my post has been updated with content. So now if I refresh, all right, I'm seeing some content. Amazing. All right, so now I think we can go to my static props and add post, just like that. And here, I think we can return the post. All right, and now when we render, I'm thinking we should be able to get the post from props. We don't need that. Whoa, no. All right, so we can see post as post. All right, did that work? Oh, look at that. Yeah, we got the post and we got the content for the post. So now should be able to go here and find some code for Notion renderer, huh? And maybe be able to do the whole thing. Block map with first block. All right, no. So this function here is supposed to give me a block map with just the first block. And that's not exact. So I don't want just the first block, I want the whole thing. So, so basically I want to call this one, but I've called this before, which means I should be able to just say post content, I'm thinking. Okay, I don't know if this will work. Oh, look at that. So let's go to Notion. Oh, hold up. There's gonna be some personal stuff now. I'm not gonna go to Notion now because I don't want it to open my personal stuff in video. But I can go back here and I can open another post like this one. Looks to me like it's still only giving me the first paragraph. That's what it looks like. How about this one? Yeah, it's rendering the first paragraph only. So there's gotta be something breaking this, but oh, there's an error. What is the problem? All right, so this is post or undefined. That's easy. Okay, so now it's like post could be undefined. I don't quite like that. Yeah, I guess post will be undefined if it wasn't found in the index. Okay, we can just go post and post content and only render it in that case. There's still the issue of this rendering just the first paragraph, but we could still resolve that in time. So why is it only rendering the first paragraph? All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna switch to the video for 1 second, although this is terrible quality, so dark. Let me at least get the light. This is really the worst quality video I've ever posted. I'm just gonna open Notion here, and I'm gonna go to my blog, and I'm gonna switch back to screen now. And here we go. So we have moving to HeyMail. Okay, that's just one paragraph, makes sense. But how I work on side projects, it's a lot more paragraphs. So, hey, clicking here should take me back, right? Can we fix that real quick? I think we can. We'll just change this to link. And we'll make ref like that. And we'll do import link from next link. What? Oh boy, what just happened? What just happened? Okay. Oh, I know what's... Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. Come on. That was so weird. I mean, the link is gone. It's just gone. There's no A now. Oh, Next.js link. Oh, I still need to use the A. Interesting, didn't know that. Okay, good, much better. So, should still be able to go to a post and then go back here. I wonder why does it take so long to load? I think it might be doing the fetching as I click here. So it's not being pre-built now. Okay, that's fine. So how I work on side projects should give me some stuff, but it's not giving me anything. Now, why is this happening? That's the question. So if let's print the post page right here. Oh, look at that. So this one has all the content, doesn't it? Post. Wait, what is that? There's too many log statements now. I'm getting lost. What? This is some old stuff. I'm not logging like that. Let's refresh. What is this? Post page. Okay, so this one has everything. Oh, man. So now maybe the problem is this block map thing. Object keys index, yeah. And we're only using that if ID is the same. So we're making sure that the parent ID is a... Okay, I think... Wait a minute. Post page to ID. Oh. I'm thinking this parent ID thing. Oh, look at that. Yeah, the parent ID thing is breaking for me. So if I were to get rid of that here in my helper, where's my helper? So this little check is not helping us. We need to get rid of that to make it work. All right, now it's rendering the whole thing. But this will probably, yeah, it breaks some other things here, but well, you know, okay, I'm keeping it as is for now, and we'll just resolve this the next time. That's it. Thank you for watching.